Welcome to another Vahrenberg Implement Informational Series video, and today we're here with the Massey Ferguson GC1725M, and we got something really exciting from AGCO Parts. AGCO Parts is a genuine parts and accessory supplier for Massey Ferguson, and they now have a bucket gauge rod for the GC series with the FL.1805 loader. Right here, we're going to show you how to install it, how to put it on. What you'll need is a 19mm ratchet or wrench, a 10mm wrench, and a 10mm socket and ratchet to install this. We're going to jump in here, show you how to put it on, and how to use a bucket level indicator from Massey Ferguson's accessory supplier, AGCO Parts. The first thing to do is lower your loader to the ground, and you want to take the pressure off the hydraulic system because we're actually going to have to open the hydraulic system. Put it in float, back and forth, left and right. That will take all the pressure off the hydraulic system, so we're not dealing with any hydraulic pressure when we do this. The first step, you'll probably need a drain pan. We'll put that underneath here. And I would make sure you get you some blue shop towels. AGCO Parts sells these because you could lose a little bit of hydraulic oil. AGCO Parts supplies us with, we can order our shop supplies from there. The first thing we're going to do is take our 19mm wrench and loosen this fitting here. And by taking the pressure off, we don't have any oil drip. Very little drip there. What we'll need to do is take this bracket, this hole, the edge up, place it over and make sure it's on there good and solid. Got a couple little drips of oil there. So we'll clean her up good with our rag. And tighten our clamp. That is on. The next step, you'll want to take this ring, slip it around the collar and compress it back. Then you'll insert the gauge rod. This bolt will need to come in from this side, go through the rod, with the nut, with the shank on the opposite side. You can see that one's got a shank that needs to go through the rod, the hole in the rod, so it doesn't bind. This rod, let me just grab it off here real quick before we tighten it up, and I can show you why that shank is on there. Is that shank is going to go through that rod, so it's not tight, so it doesn't do any binding, so you don't damage your tractor. That's why you should always use original equipment accessories, is because they design things that will make sure your warranty stays in place, you don't damage or hurt your tractor. And one of the things where we took the pressure off the loader, we know where this point is, that loader is flat on this floor. So if you're on a good flat floor, we can adjust this right from the start because we've already taken all the pressure off of the loader bucket, and we're not having to worry about level. And you just want to tighten that bolt up. Very simple, easy to do it, install yourself. You don't want to get too carried away. You want to make sure that that's still loose. If you get it too tight, where that binds, just want to make sure it's good and in line, that this rod's loose. And your bucket level indicator. Is firm down there, is right there. And it could go down a smidgen. That looks pretty dang good, nice and close there. Tighten it up. And it's got looseness there, so you'll be able to see the bucket gauge indicator here that tells you the flatness of the bucket. The next step is for us to fire the tractor up, test it to make sure that all the hydraulics and everything is won't leak. Make sure it's in neutral, parking brakes applied, and you can start the tractor. You can see we don't have any leaks in how the bucket gauge rod works. You can see when the bucket is tipped back, the rod is out of the notch here. This is your level position. And that's adjustable by where your position is down here. When you tilt it forward, you will see that it actually goes past it. So that's how you can judge the levelness of your bucket. With it being put it in the float position, and your bucket gauge rod is right there in the middle, makes it simple and easy to determine the levelness of your bucket. One tip for adjustment if you're pushing snow in the winter is to run your back edge of your bucket on the ground here, raise your front edge up, and you can adjust this, just reset that so you've always got that upward bucket tilt. That'll keep you from picking up gravel. It'll follow this in the float position, and you can pick up snow, and you can determine by how much upward tilt you have in the front, and that can be adjusted by your gauge rod here. You just adjust this up, adjust this actually down a little bit so this is in that position, and then make it easy to return back to the same position so you're not carrying your gravel off and dumping it in your grass. Man, wasn't that simple and easy? It's genuine parts and accessories from AGCO Parts. The parts and the components designed to work with your Massey Ferguson equipment. If you need the kit, the part number is ACP Apple Charlie Pimento 0426570. I'll have it down in the description below with information on how to find your local Massey Ferguson dealer, how to find AGCO Parts. Those are the genuine accessories for your Massey Ferguson equipment. This kit will fit the FL.1805 loader for Massey Ferguson, which is the current loader model on your GC1723E and your GC1725M. Tractor loader or tractor loader backhoe versions will all use the same kit. So get out there and get you a bucket level indicator. Get it from your local Massey Ferguson dealer. If you're in West Central Missouri, come visit us right here in Higginsville, Missouri. We're just a short 49 miles from the Missouri-Kansas line, just east of Kansas City, Missouri, and we'd be happy to help get the accessories to pimp your tractor to your needs. Thank you for tuning in, and always remember, get more, do more, get you a Massey Ferguson, and make sure you keep it running with AGCO Parts, the genuine parts supplier for Massey Ferguson.